Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Vikeejeah, and I'm here to talk about the Vice palette. If you guys have been watching my channel, you already know that I hauled this recently in my birthday slash VIB Rouge 20% off sale haul thingy. So yeah, I've used it a couple of times since then. I used it on this look today. It's quite lovely. And we're gonna talk about all of the gorgeous colors and the packaging and everything. So let's just get into it. Let's just jump right in. So here we have it. We're going from here to here with each of these swatches. So the first one we have here is, I believe that's Pandemonium, and it's a beautiful, slightly mauve purple. All of these are shimmer. Every last one of them. Check out the way they catch that light. The next one is Beatdown. Yep, sure is. Beatdown, which I absolutely love. It's almost a navy, but it still has some elements of purple to it. And it looks, it looks like a bruise. they're calling it Beatdown because it is kind of sort of the color of bruise. So then the next one, which is the black, is called Deadbeat. And this is a black shimmer. It has silver sparkle in it, as does Pandemonium. And I would say that Beatdown actually has some purple shimmer in there, purple glitter. Next up is Grip. Grip is the silvery color. And Grip has less pigmentation than the others. I swatched them at the same rate, and this is how it turned out. So, I don't know what's up with that formulation, but it is really nice looking nonetheless. It's a cool tone gray, and it has silver glitter in it. The last one is Bones, which is actually one of my favorite colors in the palette. It's what's on my inner tear duct right now. And it's a gray. It's a super, super light gray with silver and white glitter. You guys can see that. It's very pigmented, and I think that it's seriously one of my favorites. It's just super pretty. Next up is row 2. And first up, listen, before we even get into it, this is honestly my favorite row in the palette. This is Harlot, right over here. This is Harlot, and it is a almost violet color. It's like a pastel violet. It has it's more of a metallic shimmer with silver. Then next up, as a matter of fact, let me take this out before it falls out. Lessons in life, right? The next color. The next color is Underhand. Underhand is a beautiful, deep, I want to call this a Marsala color. It is super rich and beautifully pigmented. It blends like a dream. I actually used it with my first eye look that I did with the Vice palette. I will link it to you guys in the cards. The next color is 1985. I was 1 year old when they thought to create this epically bold color. It kind of reminds me of my lip color. And I love the pigmentation of this one. I think that it deposits really well. I think that this would look fan-friggin-tastic packed on the mobile lid. It's absolutely insane. And then we have Fastball. Now, Fastball, while the color is absolutely amazing, it gives me almost a melon color. I would say that it's a little bit chunky. Like when I went to swatch it, it's one of the few that kind of needed a lot of blending in order to come out like this. So while it does have a nice metallic shimmer to it, as most of this row is more metallic-y than glittery, I was just kind of like, I don't know about that one. Now, the first matte, this Framed, is a really awesome brow bone highlight for matte matte highlight, obviously. And it's the one that I'm wearing right now. I have a tiny bit of bones on top of it, but it's the primary brow bone highlight. And I really love it. It is perfectly pigmented and it has a yellowish undertone. So it's like, I would call it more of a light beige than I would a white. I wouldn't call it an off-white. I think it's an extremely light beige because the undertone is yellow and it absolutely does not give me white at all. But yeah, here's the second row, y'all. And let's move on to the third. So the next row, the third row, is all about the greens. And in this row, the first one is Robbery, which is right over here. And it is probably like a taupe meets pewter. I really like this one. I think that it's an awesome alternative to silver. I also think that it is one of the better shimmers in terms of formulation. Another chunky one, even though the color is on point, is this amazing marine color, and it's called Arctic. That color is absolutely amazing. I do want to caution you to just go ahead and do your eyes first if you're going to use this, because the fallout is going to be absolutely insane. The next color is C Note, and I really like this one. It really does remind me of money. It is it's almost like a faded green, and it has silver and gold glitter in it. The next one is Grasshopper, and Grasshopper is super like bold, like a true green almost. I absolutely dig it. It is so jewel tone, and it looks like it has just silver glitter in it. The last one is another one of the matte shades. This one is called Discreet. Discreet has a touch of violet in the undertone. It's just really, really nice. I think that this would be a fantastic brow bone highlight for fairer skinned people or people who have cooler tones in their undertones, while framed would work better for people with warm undertones and darker skin tones like myself. So the last row is right here, the only one that has two matte shades in it. The first color, which is a matte shade, is called Delete. It is a rich dark brown, and I am wearing it in my crease right now, just to give you an idea of how it looks on women of color. I like it. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about it. Although this palette does not have a matte black, I'm not exactly mad about it. I already own matte blacks from Urban Decay, so it's all good. I think that this is really great. This color Delete for the crease color when you're looking for a softer smoky look. I don't think I would have used black today. I really, really like how this brown turned out. The next color is called Crowbar, and it is a rich hunter green with gold shimmer running through it. I like the formulation of this one. It is the tiniest bit chunky. You might get some fallout with it, but it's not like overly ridiculous. The next color, which I am wearing on the mobile lid today, is Low. Low is sexy. It's not as pigmented as I was expecting it to be. It is a really nice muted purple with silver and what appears to be it looks like silver and white sparkle in it. It's very, very shimmery. I love, love, love that. But I did have to pack it on quite a bit in order to achieve this color payoff. The next color is Flame. Flame is probably the worst color in the palette, in my opinion, because the color payoff is not huge. You have to pack it on more than you have to pack on Low, and it's chunky, crumbly. I'm not crazy about it at all. The last color is called Bitter, and I am crazy about this color. I use this color in my crease almost as much as I use Morocco from Anastasia Beverly Hills. As you can see, it's a really nice rusty orange matte shade. It's fantastic for the crease, as I am wearing it today underneath Delete. These are my two favorite colors. The matte shades are probably my most used matte shades in my collections. I really love Framed, I love Bitter, and I love Delete so much. Admittedly, I have not used Discreet. I haven't used it yet, so I can't give you guys like an experienced opinion on it. I think the color is really beautiful, but I haven't tried it yet. But as far as the formulation of the matte shades, they're really good. They're very blendable, and they pack on very well. Like I can keep adding the color, it gets deeper and deeper. It's really nice. My favorite of the shimmer shades, definitely Bones, right up here. I use it like all the time, and it's really nice to kind of lighten other colors. Like I used Fastball. Yes, I used Fastball in my inner tear duct on one of my Get Ready With Me's, and then I went over top of it with Bones, and it turned out really pretty. I think my favorite color, just color-wise, in this entire palette is definitely 1985. I haven't used it yet, but I am gonna, because it is insane. I love that one, and I love Beat Down. I love a good blue. And I'm definitely coming at you guys with some blue looks very soon to prove that point. Now I'm wearing this one today, low, and I think actually it's really good if you want to be a little bit glam, but you're still trying to do a neutral eye. I think that it's super great for that. I think that the pinks and oranges are like, this row is definitely my boo-boo. And then it's followed immediately by the greens because, hey, brown eyes and green. So that is pretty much it for the swatches. Just my final thoughts on the collection. I do love the brushes that come with the palettes. I think they're very good. I love that this comes with a ginormous mirror. I mean, the packaging is absolutely stunning. This does come with a makeup bag. It zips away into the little baggie. As a matter of fact, I'll show you. Here's the bag that the palette comes in. This is perfect for a makeup bag. If you don't already have a makeup bag, or if you don't have one this big, it's really great for that. It's this is a great holiday gift because of the beautiful packaging and how snugly this fits in it. Got the cute little UD right there. And it reminds me, it gives me like modern holiday, just because this could possibly be a snowflake, like zoomed in. And I think that that's really cool. Urban Decay is very edgy, but they're also very feminine. So I think that this is a great nod to the brand's image. So I think that they did a really great job with this. It's super unique. I've never seen packaging like this before. And the formulation of most of these shadows is amazing. This retails for $60. I think it is worth $60 considering that individual shadows from the company are $20 or $19. And I am overall very happy with my purchase. I don't feel like I wasted money at all. Even if I feel like one of the colors is one that I'm probably not going to use, I still have 19 other colors to play with. And I may end up using that color. I don't know. If you all own this palette, let me know in the comment section how you like it, what your favorite colors are, how often you use it, and if you use this as a makeup bag. I'm very curious to know. Now, coming up, we have the demo for this eye look. All right, you guys, so if you want to see how I got this eye look, please keep watching. All right, you guys, let's get started. I'm going to take Bitter onto my crease, and I'm going to use windshield wiper motions and a little bit of circular motions just to get it fully incorporated and blend it out nicely. And then we're going to move into Framed, and that is going to be my brown bone highlight. I love that it has a little bit of a yellowish undertone. Now, if you see me talking, that's because I'm on Skype with one of my friends as I'm doing this, so sorry about that. I'm going to take my mixing medium from MAC, which I love to use for my mobile lid to make sure that my colors don't transfer to the hood of my eye. And I'm going to use Low and pack that onto my mobile lid with a flat shader brush. This shader brush is actually slightly angled, which I prefer because it really helps me get into the corners of my eyes without messing up. I'm going to take that on the lower lash line as well, mostly on the inner tear duct area because I'm going to use a brown shade for the rest of my lower lash line. So once that looks like how I want it to look, I'm going to use my pencil brush and the color Delete, which is the dark brown shade in the palette, to create my crease color, like darken the crease color, and to bring it down on the lower lash line. I'm going to also go in with my Japanesque crease brush and make sure I blend that out nicely into bitter. Once that looks really, really good, I'm going to move on to the next step, which is bones. Bones is going in my inner tear duct, and I'm going to dust just a little bit of that on the brow bone, just the highest point of the brow bone as well. And I'm using a even fluffier brush. This actually came with the cat eye kit from Sephora, just to lightly dust that on. Now we're moving into the waterline. This is just a shimmery black liner from MAC, from the Magic of the Night collection. I'm using that on the upper and lower tight line. And then I'm going to put on some mascara, and you guys already know what that mascara is. I'm gonna let you guess before it shows up on screen which mascara it is, which one I'm absolutely obsessed with. But as you can see, you guys, this is a really simple eye look that looks, you know, like you put more effort in than you did. And I think that has a lot to do with the actual shadows themselves. I'm gonna do a tiny bit of a wing out with my favorite, you can tell it's my favorite because I'm almost out of it, my favorite liner from BH Cosmetics. This felt tip liquid liner is so easy to use. I can't even tell you. It's running out, so I need to get another one, but it glides on beautifully, and I have a lot of control with it, and it was very inexpensive, so please check it out. I'm going to link it in the description box. But my wing, as you can see, is going almost straight out, and this is a really good tip for my hooded eye girls. Don't try to do your wing going up. Do it going out, and it will still look like it's going up, but you'll have more lid space and your lid won't be closed off. It's just a really nice illusion. Okay, so as you can see, the winner is Audacious Mascara from NARS. This is my new obsession. I have to use it like every freaking day. So yeah, the lower lash line has remained the same for quite a while. This is Lights Camera Lashes from Tarte. I love it paired with Audacious. It's just perfect. The wand is my everything at this point. It used to be Giga Black, but now it's definitely Tarte. And so I'm using my Genius Gel. I had filled in my brows off camera. I'll link you guys to what I used. And we're just gonna throw in some Fix Plus, and that is it. All right, so that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, this demo, these swatches. Let me know if you like this format for reviewing products. Let me know what other products you want to see me review and demo next. And don't forget to do the checklist, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with your friends. And I will be back very soon with another video. Thanks so much for watching. Mwah.